Okay. First season, amazing. Second season, awful. Doesn't make me want to watch it because the second season is so bad. Welcome to my video. Today I'll be going over a totally amazing MyAnimeList. That's the only actor MyAnimeList on the planet. Okay, not really, but let's start this out. So these ones I've watched. So the first... Okay, before I get into this, there might be some minor to moderate spoilers. Mostly minor. But yeah, and this might be a rant right here. So just a warning. So these are the ones I'm currently looking to watch. Some of them I'm not actually, this list isn't complete. I'm missing a few of them I watched back then. Well, back a while ago, because I just started making this list and trying to fill them all in. So, but it has most of them, so let's get into it. So I first had The Promised Neverland season 2 at a ranking of 2. This show's really, like, season 2 is awful. Season 1's amazing. Season 1 basically lives on a cliffhanger, and season 2 just ruins it all. Okay, they basically, I'm not gonna spoil that much, but at the end, basically, okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a spoiler. They got the guns out and they basically rushed the climax of an arc in 10 minutes, and then there's like a few more arcs left, and they just showed them pictures, and then they showed the ending in like 5 minutes at the last 5 minutes of the episode, which is so bad because this show should have been good because season 1 was so good. That makes me like, I don't think you should watch season 1 because you're gonna want to watch season 2. People say watch season 1, just forget there's a season 2. I just can't do that when there is a season 2. No, season 1 lives on a cliffhanger. Shield Hero season 2. It could be so much better. Season 1 was just, it was so good, and then, well, it wasn't so good, but it was pretty good. Okay, it was good, but season 2 just, it makes me upset because it was just so good season 1, and season 2 is just so boring and slow paced, and they had to change the dub actor because he sadly passed. But yeah, Read Life, the final arc. Okay, the regular season was pretty good, and then they just like this OVA final arc. They don't call it final arc, they call it a special, but I mean, they don't call it OVA, but they call it a special. But still, like, it is sad that they just made it bad. I think a lot of it is the audio quality, so I guess it could be Crunchyroll, but it wasn't not nearly as interesting, and the animation was a lot cheaper, like a lot cheaper, a lot less faces and movement, a lot of stills. So yeah, the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated. No, the world's aristocrat. I think about got halfway through that before I stopped. I try to like it because I really like the character in it, and I think it could be good, but it just wasn't that interesting to me. Then we got Assassination's Classroom. I got pretty far through that, but I stopped. It felt like the same thing every time. And then Beast Tamer. Beast Tamer was alright. It was really fun when I was watching it, and I finished it and I looked back and I was like, that actually wasn't that good. So I don't know if I'd recommend watching it. I mean, if you really can't find anything else, I'd give it a go, but it's generic. Like a generic fantasy anime. So take that for what you will. How Realist Hero Rebuilt Kingdom Part 2. So I guess it wasn't season 2, it was just part 2 of season 1. It wasn't as good as the first part. I thought the first part was really good, and then it was still interesting, but it just felt like more of the same, which some people really like. Don't get me wrong, but I just couldn't get into it as much as part 1. Parallel with Pharmacy. The story here could have been really good. I feel like some parts were rushed, and the characters needed more development. And I don't think there'll be a season 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seemed like they kind of concluded. Maybe kind of left it open for season 2. But you know, then we got Jujutsu Kaisen. People are gonna hate me for putting it down here. I don't think Jujutsu Kaisen's that good. It's okay. It's a fine shonen anime, but there are better. So maybe just don't watch that. And then next we got Outbreak Company. Okay, this is one of the worst anime I'll ever see. It's just, You know what? You just watch it, find out if you like it. It's alright for me. I don't want to talk about it. It's weird. It's Outbreak Company. We'll go back. Golden Time. I like the story a lot. It just felt dragged out to me. And a lot of slice of life moments, which I'm not too much into. A lot of people are into that kind of stuff, so maybe give it a go if you want to. It's a pretty good story. Here's a minor spoiler. It's basically this guy. He gets this is at the beginning, so he gets hospitalized, loses memories, and that's all to talk about it. Claymore. I haven't finished it. It started out around 7.5, maybe 8, and it's just gotten worse because it's just all felt the same. The story's alright. The action's, it's fine. It's fine. We got Classroom Elite Season 2. People are gonna hate me for this because they think it's better than Season 1, but I think Season 1's better. Season 2 is alright. It just, I kind of don't remember much of it. When I've watched kind of recently, there's Reincarnation, The Strongest Exorcist in Another World. It's good. I like the story. I love the characters. It just felt rushed, like a lot of anime, unfortunately. Spy Family, it's overrated. Sorry. It's fun. It's just overrated. And I feel like a lot of story bits don't need to be there. That's just my opinion. And a lot of story bits that are there should be replaced by story bits that should be there. Couple of cuckoos. Basically 2 people switch to birth. And both of their parents basically want them to be boyfriend and girlfriend. I just spoiled that. Sorry about that. That's all I'm gonna say. They basically explained the beginning in the first episode, so it's fun. I'd recommend a different show that I'll talk about later, but yeah. We got Jujutsu Kaisen 0, that's the movie. A little better in the series, but I've seen a lot better anime movies, you know? It's alright. It's got good action. I admit the animation's pretty good. But, I don't know. Devil's Part-Timer Season 2. I think what hurt this show a little bit is that it's way too long to make it. There were some really fun parts in it, but there's also parts that they need to be there. I feel like it should have been longer. I know it's weird to say, like, there's parts that don't need to be there, but there's parts that could have been there that would have made it really good. I hope they do Season 3 and fix it. How Realists Rebuilt the Kingdom Part 1 of Season 1, I guess. It's pretty good. It's fun world building. I just put Part 2 the same because it just felt the same to me, and it kept world building and nothing unique was happening. Okay, I just can't sit through a show that nothing unique happens the entire time, in my opinion. Welcome Demon School Season 1 and Season 1 and Season 2. It's just a fun anime. It's just a fun, about it. Here's a minor spoiler again about a guy who, he's a kid. His parents don't really like him. He gets sold to a demon and goes to demon school. Has to hide his human identity from the demons, so he's basically pretending he's a demon. Which doesn't make sense, because there's features that you can tell he's not a demon. I don't know how these demons can't tell, but that is what it is. By the grace of the gods, it's a fun isekai. But the English dub for the kid, like the little kid, very annoying. I didn't realize it was that annoying until I started trying to watch the second season recently. Like, oh my gosh, that was bad. And then we got Dark Stone Wars. I think that's that's the latest season, besides the one that's just coming out and airing right now. It's good. I still prefer the first season the best, but it was still really interesting. And it still kept me on my toes, I guess you could say. But the first season was really good. A Sense of Bookworm Season 1 and 2. Really fun fantasy. Isekai anime. She basically, I'm not going to explain any of it, but it kind of ruined the show. So I'm not going to. Here's Bow Fury. I like the concept of going in a game and staying in the game the whole time, basically for the whole show. But if they get hurt in the game, they sort of kind of get hurt in real. I don't know. It's weird, but it's fun. Hinamatsuri. That's it. Code Geass, that's the movie. nowhere near as good as the show, if I might add. It's kind of sad. They did not need it. The show ending was good. This ending was not as good. So, yeah, they did not need that. We got Gamers. Gamers was an interesting romance, let's just say that. Basically about people who go to a gaming club. We got Masamune. I thought it came out recently, but no, it's been years old, and I just recently watched it, and the ending was like, it left on a cliffhanger, and they need to make another season. I don't know if they are. We got Orange. Good romance, I guess, but it had a lot of slice of life for me. That's why it's a 7. If you like slice of life, I think that'd be a 9 for you. We got Relife. Good fun show. It's slice of life again, mostly, but it's about a guy who takes a pill and gets to basically restart his life. It's basically an experiment for a year. Isolation show about how world. Really fun. I'm actually talking about that in my next video, so not gonna talk about it now. Tsukumichi Moonlight Fantasy. That's a fun show. It has one of my favorite quotes from anime. I don't remember exactly, but it's like saying like, eat like a horse and drink like a fish. No, I think that's how, or like, eat like a fish, drink like a horse. It was just, and drink like a horse. It was so funny. You guys gotta watch that just to see it. Then we got Sensible Core Season 3. The ending, I'd give like a 9. Most of it's an 8. It's better than the first 2 seasons. Mainly, I think because it was 10 episodes, so they had more budget for the episodes, which is a good call. I got ReZero Season 2. That's a fun show. Season 1's better though. Well, and Season 2 Part 2, like the end of Season 2 was good. Then I got Dr. Stone Season 1. Really good show. Fun guy. Basically the whole world gets turned to stone, and he comes out of it after, I don't know, for several thousand years, but yeah. Sorry, that's a minor spoiler, but it's the beginning of the show. Promised Neverland. Oh my gosh. Okay. First season, amazing. Second season, awful. Doesn't make me want to watch it because the second season is so bad. If they were doing a third season, which they're not, to redeem it, then I'd say watch it. But like, if you can watch it and just pretend the second season's not there and ignore the cliffhanger, go ahead. But I can't. These are the Made in Abyss movies, the recap movies. It's not a main series. I just put an 8 because it kind of left out some details from the main season. Season 1. Classroom Elite Season 1. I thought it was a really fun show. I like how the main character's kind of evil. Sorry, that was a minor spoiler, but, you know. Here's Blue Exorcist. It was fun. But I would say... it needs another season. And Season 1 was better than Season 2. Yeah. We got Mob Psycho 100. It's a really fun show. I haven't seen the 3rd season yet, but it was really good. I think the 2nd season was a little better. We got Erased. Okay, this show, it started out as a 10 out of 10, then went to like a 9 out of 10, and then went to like a 6 out of 10 in the ending. So that's why I gave it an 8 out of 10. This show had so much potential, and it could have actually been a 10 out of 10 show if they just finished it right. We got Lone Sea. I don't think there's a manga for that, and it's just really interesting. It's about basically sea people having to come on land for school, which actually doesn't sound that interesting, but you have to watch it to find out. The Devil's a Part-Timer is pretty good. I think the second season was worse just because they waited so long again. But I really liked it. I liked how he had to feel like what it was like to be human. Hyoka was a fun mystery anime. People have that higher. The reason I just have it this slow is kind of went over my head a little bit, but it's still really fun. Blue Exorcist Season 1. Pretty good. Wait, is this Blue Exorcist right here? Wasn't Blue Exorcist also down here? Wasn't that Season 2? That is Season 2, isn't it? Or is that Season 1 Part 2? You know what? I don't know. Y'all make fun of me for that, but we got Death Note. It could be a 9 out of 10 if the ending just could have been better. It wasn't a terrible ending, but it could have been better. Yu Yu Hakusho, probably my favorite shonen. I watched part of Hunter x Hunter, which is really good too, but that's not on here for some reason. It's because it was a long time ago. I don't remember how many episodes I got in, but I didn't even finish this because the last season was not that interesting to me. So yeah, I might try again. It's just really fun shonen, had a lot of good story bits. Fun characters. Shadow's House. Just watch it. It's amazing. You like season 2, part 2. This show just gets more intense as you go. And I know I think season 1's better, but the ending of season 2 was pretty good. And I can't wait for season 3 whenever that's going to come out. Misfit Dean King Academy. Really fun fantasy. He's basically the Demon King reincarnate. Well, he's not reincarnated. He's just reborn. But he's not reborn from another world, so I wouldn't call it isekai. I just call it fantasy. It was really good. He's basically overpowered. Kind of like how One Punch Man was overpowered. That was not a good example, but you know, you get my point. We got Quintessential Quintuplets, season 1 and season 2. Both amazing shows. I can't wait to watch the movie. I don't even know what makes it so. It's a really good romance anime. Kind of every guy's dream, sort of. Well, kind of. No, I take that back. You know, just watch it. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Really good. It was fun. I like the isekai a lot, just as much as ReZero. And I know people are gonna say, but one is so much better than the other, because everybody always argues about that on the internet for anime fans. But you know, we got Mob Psycho season 2. Better than season 1. It was actually really fun. Yeah, there's that. We got Rising of the Shield Hero season 1. Really good show. I like how, well, I don't like how Raptalia, she goes up too fast. That sounds weird, but I know it's about leveling up for her, but still. Yeah. Here's ReZero season 1. That was really fun. I really liked the beginning. I know people don't like Amelia, but she's really fun. Hana, the flower we saw that day. Okay. I think this show is like the anime that will make you cry the most in your life. Out of all the ones I've seen. I haven't seen Clan Ad, so people say that too. But just watch it. I don't really expect so much for story, but it's so sad, and the characters have to go through so much. I don't think I've ever cried for an anime like that. I don't think I cried in anime that much at all, actually. There's Gossek. That's a really fun war show. She's basically stuck in the library upstairs. It's weird, but it's good. Toradora. That's just so fun. I can't really talk about it without spoiling any of it, so I'm just letting you watch that for yourself. Code Geass. This is season 2. Season 2 was really good. Season 1 was better in my opinion, though. The season 2 is really good. Fun mech show. It's a unique mech show, by the way. I think the main character isn't as evil as people make him out to be. Like, he's evil, but you know, he's not as evil as people make out to be. Jobless Mushoku Tensei Reincarnation Part 2. I think that's honestly the best isekai. A little better than the ReZero. It was intense and it was amazing, and I can't wait for season 2. That's kind of season 2. Sorry for my anime knowledge, but it was good. Watch it, please. Well, of course, watch part 1, but it was amazing. I think some of the best action scenes you'll see in isekais, and some of the best story. Main Abyss. Okay, I lied. This one maybe tear up too. Main Abyss is really good. The movie, like the third movie, not the recap movies, and the season. It's just so interesting. You just want to keep seeing what happens next and what's deeper in the abyss. That's all I'll say about that. I've only finished most of season 1 of My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu. Really fun romance anime. It's just season 2 is not anywhere found to be streamed, so I got the Blu-rays, but I haven't opened Full Auto Alchemist Brotherhood. Whew. I just recently finished this. It was really good. Like everybody says, it's amazing. And it's not overrated. It is amazing. The ending was perfect. Like, I don't think I've seen a better ending in anime. Maybe that's not true, but it's pretty close. Like, I was sad it was ending, but I wasn't sad at the ending like a lot of shows I am. How they ended. So, and then there's Code Geass season 1. Code Geass season 1 The ending was perfect. It was all good. I don't know if the ending in Code season 1 was better than Fullmetal Alchemist season 1. I mean, sorry, Fullmetal Alchemist whole series. But it was good. Watch those. Watch these all 10 out of 10s. Watch all these 9 out of 10s. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this video. Stay tuned for the Ice Blade Sorcerer World of the World video that's coming out soon. It's just my thoughts on it. Why you should watch it. It's really good. I ranked it an 8 out of 10, so yeah. Just let me know what you think of my anime list, and thank you for watching.